Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. How are you? Here we go again. It's Friday. It's the last day of the week, last live shows of the week as well. Boy oh boy, what a lineup we have got for you. Little bit of something different today in the fact that yes, it's Friday, but yes, it's also Cartload Day. Cartload tonight, live at 5. 2 hours of fun coming your way. I believe all of the deals are live for you, so you can check out the deals right now. We've also got on that show, I must warn you straight from the top here, if you want to shop early, it's going to pay you to do so. What are they called again, Nicola? No, but what's the feature called in the show? The Becky and Ben's Bargain Busters. And we've got the tag dies within that section of the website where we have got how many left now? 26 chances left to buy those. So if you want to get the tag dies at a brilliant price, check out Becky and Ben's Bargain Busters on the website. That's a little bit later on. However, right now, masterclass on, can you believe it? The Colour Your World collection back in stock is the good news. The bad news is, though, if you want to pick up this bundle, there is less than 30 opportunities to do so. It also comes with a craft kit that you won't have seen before here on Crafters TV. I will explain more about that in just a few moments' time. We shall talk all around that. But I'm very excited because, of course, it's not just me today on my own. Can you imagine 4 hours with just me? Boop, change the channel. Boop, 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 boop. No, it's not just me today. It is a lady who you all know, a lady who you will love, but a lady who is wearing a slightly different hat today, because normally you see her with her soft craft hat on. Today she has, I mean, don't get too excited, she hasn't really got a hat on, but just for the purposes of explaining it. Today she has a paper craft hat on. I'm super excited to say that Becky's here. You're going to be paper crafting.
I know, it's very exciting. And now I feel like I need a hat.
Yes.
So I have to fashion myself a hat in between shows.
Isn't that your first demo?
A hat? No,
yes.
Not now.
Oh.
But if you told me 10 minutes ago, I would have made a hat.
Oh, man.
I can make a paper hat. Anyone can make a paper hat.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But I'm going to teach you, Jamie, how to make a paper hat in the break.
Jamie, have you never watched any of the Christmas shows that we do where we make a paper hat literally every year? Even I can make a paper hat, seriously. But you're here, obviously, to do some beautiful demos with this collection. Are you excited? Are you nervous? What's the overall feeling?
I'm excited and nervous. I'm always a bit nervous. I'm always a bit nerve-sighted. No, really looking forward to it because actually this collection I really wanted and I didn't get it. So the fact that I got told that it was going to be on the show and I was going to be doing it and I could get all the stuff to play with is a definite bonus for me because I think this is such a joyful collection, isn't it? It's beautiful. Yeah,
it is a really beautiful collection and I, like you, didn't see this collection when it first came in. I've sort of picked up bits and pieces that have been popped in like goodie bags and stuff, but I never saw this. It was just out the door straight away. So yeah. It's nice that we've got it back.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But if you want it all at the best possible price, you need to be picking it up now because how many have we got left, Nicola? 29 chances left to buy the bundle, which I will take you through now. So the bundle is everything plus the brand new craft kit. Shall I show you this first of all? By the way, I'm going to have to be really careful today because it's already fallen over once. I didn't, basically what it wasn't structurally sound at the back and I had to do like a little bit of rejigging. Tracy was coaching Jamie to put it up and I happened to just walk past it and there was a little like gust of wind and the whole thing fell over.
Do you know the challenge should be, you've got to make the pack shot out of a pack of playing cards. Can you imagine how difficult that would be? We could do that. We'll do that in between the shows when I'm making the hat.
What do you mean, like make a pack shot so that we can stand stuff on the cards?
Yeah, that's what I reckon. Here's a challenge for you. I think that, every day I come in and see you, I'm going to give you a challenge.
Great.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I'm not here. That's why I've taken the week off next week. This is the craft kit, which you won't have seen before on Crafters TV. So if you want to buy this on its own, you can, and then maybe stock up on the paper pads, the linen cardstock. What you're going to get in here is 8 dies. You've got an embossing folder, 2 stencils, and your stamps in there as well. So all of the goodies that you're seeing here, this is potentially the item that you won't have seen before. So if you want to complete the collection when it comes to the Colour Your World set, this is what you need to go for, and you can go for that individually. However, if you have none of this, go for the bundle, because you get the craft kit. You're also going to get a pack of linen cardstock. I haven't got a second sample of that, but you're going to get the beautiful linen cardstock there. 24 sheets, beautiful, all the colours of the rainbow, 8 sheets, 8 colours I should say, 3 sheets of each. And then the paper pad. Look how gorgeous the paper pad is.
I love the paper pad. It's so lovely. I think that was a real clincher for me when that came out. The paper pad was just so gorgeous. Really like that.
What does it remind me of from the 80s? Is it My Little Pony or something?
Care Bears.
Oh, Care Bears, that's what it is.
Day, Care Bear Day.
Look at this, though, with this paint splats. It's so super cool.
Yeah, it's really nice. And you know, sometimes when you flip through a paper pad and you're like, oh, I like that one, but don't really like that one. I don't think there's any in there that I don't absolutely love.
I think it is all rainbows and unicorns, isn't it? And I think that's why we absolutely love it. Currently, I don't know stock levels of these individually, but if you love this pad, I would be diving in right now and ordering as many as you possibly can, because I really think this time, once it's gone, I mean, look at that, once it's gone, it has gone. You're going to have to be very, very quick indeed to get as many of those as possible. So 32 double-sided sheets included with your linen cardstock. Also in the main bundle, you're going to get your pretty Kaleidoscope, which is that beautiful butterfly set. Love the fact with that you've got like the backing to go with it, and then the beautiful butterfly die itself, where you can just pop the wings out. Use your linen cardstock to create with that. Floral rainbow. I mean, is that not just one of the most happiest creator card dies you've ever seen?
Absolutely. Love that.
I mean, whether or not you want to make shakers with that, back it onto some acetate, do some colouring. You know, if you're a big fan of paper piecing, you're going to be paper piecing that till the cows come home. Rainbow hearts. Look at that. It's gorgeous.
I know, it's really nice, isn't it? And so simple.
Yeah.
Such a simple idea. I really love everything about this. I just love. I think it's gorgeous.
This item here, right, is what is going to sell out the bundle. So the rainbow hearts, there's 29 of these left. So basically, we sell 29 of the bundle. This is gone. But also, if people are buying this individually, that impacts the bundle, all right? So when the bundle goes, it will be this that you won't be able to buy. Go quickly. And then you're going to get a whole host of beautiful stencils in here as well. So you've got your beautiful heart made out of little tiny hearts, which I love. You've got the stunning butterfly stencil. I mean, it couldn't be easier to make the most beautiful looking project using all of your colours, whether you might want to put your glitter paste through there as well. It's entirely up to you. And then you've got your slightly bigger background stencils as well, with your bubbles, and then your balloons too. All of that included. What a buy that is! £32 or $44 for all of that. If you missed out on this first time round, what are you even waiting for? You need to be snapping that up. First 29, get the bundle. The rest of you miss out. And remember, once the bundle goes, it will mean you won't be able to get that embossing folder. I would be shopping now as fast as you can. We'll have a look at some finished samples with Becky, and then I'll say hello, and then we'll get on into this. That looks gorgeous, that.
Yeah, so this is using that embossing folder, and I think I love this really nice clean lines that you're getting in here. Very, very, very pretty, and obviously then picked out in the colours there. And I'm just picking up a few using that embossing folder, so you can see there's different types of things that are used. This one, I don't know whether it's been rubbed down, sort of sanded down to get the white, or it's just been picked out with a white pen. Again, looks really, really beautiful. And then a few other of the cards. This one using a shaker card, using those little dies for the umbrellas. This one using some of the stencils that we've got in that collection as well. Beautiful collection. I mean, the colours, everything about this is just fun, it's happy, it's lively. But using some of these things like this, quite appropriate for people, you know, like get well soon cards and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, with those kind of images that you've got there. This one here, or with that beautiful kaleidoscope of butterflies, and again making your own papers here. So obviously you've got that 6x6 paper pad, but if you want to make a larger card, you could make some of your own papers using those ideas. This one as well, using that embossing folder. Just picked out more that had the embossing folder because we don't have very many of them. And then this one here with a little bit of paper pieces we've got. A really fantastic collection that you've got here, and the samples here are just gorgeous. Real kind of inspiring, and I did notice on Facebook over the week a couple of people saying they lost their sort of crafting mojo. Sometimes you just need a collection that sparks that joy, and this I think really does spark joy. Lovely collection.
It does. It is the most joyful, happy collection, so get it whilst you can. We've got Radical Rachel on the socials this morning, and the Eleanor Schwing Jones is in. Hello. Hi also to Sandy Borek, who says good Friday morning from Smock, PA. Lois is in saying good morning everyone from Ohio. Hello. Hello also to Lynn Morton, who says good afternoon Becky, Ben, CTV community and all the team from Newcastle. We've got Nicola and Jamie in the gallery doing the good ship craft. More often than not, it's those guys actually. No, I'm saying it because obviously, you know, I introduce you most days, I think, but you know, 99% of the time you've got the A team in. You know, Big Pop sometimes drops in, doesn't he? He's woof for her today. He's not feeling great, Big Pop. Is he in? Oh yeah, you're off next week as well, Nicola, aren't you? Everyone's off next week.
Oh, I'm not.
And you're not?
No, I'm here.
Well, all week?
No.
Oh.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Doing this?
I'm at Sewing Street on Tuesday.
Are you thising or thatting?
I'm thatting.
Ah, nice one.
Exciting, yeah?
Yes.
But the cafe's not open, which is very disappointing.
Oh.
Yeah, she's on holiday. She's in on Monday, but not for the rest of the week. Very disappointing. I don't know what we can do without regular cake influxes, but Ben's got some time off, so maybe Ben will come in with some cake.
I'm going to Turkey. No, I'm not actually. That's Nicola's got. He's going for his pre-surgery appointment for his teeth and his BBL. Ruth says, good afternoon, Ben, Becky, team, and chatty people. Lynn says, I've hunted the world for one of the dies. Over the moon to find it. I love the Colour Your World collection. Rebecca Dancer says, what about a hat competition? Ben versus Becky. maybe that's something for the future, but not today.
Hat competition. I like that idea.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What, make a hat competition or who wears a hat the best?
Oh, I wear the hat best.
Oh, there you go. End of the competition, Becky wins.
Yeah, sorry.
Eleanor says, I have this collection, I love it, it's really nice. I'm planning on sending my mum a card with this collection and using my layout collection too. I'm glad I bought the layout collection to it. It really helps knowing where to put everything on a card. Hi also to Alison, who says, good morning Becky, Ben and everyone from a sunny NYC. It's nice to revisit older collections. I'll be interested to see Becky's take on the designs. Perhaps, this is great. Alison, I love this. Perhaps revisiting older sets, we could do a segment called Flashback Friday.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Well, hold on to your hats, because you never know.
Ben,
we know something you don't know, doo-dah, doo-dah. We know something you don't know, doo-da-doo-da day.
I probably don't know what it is.
You do, we were talking about it in the green room before. Not next week, but you know, the week after. The week after. We know something they don't know, doo-dah, doo-dah. I can't drop any hints.
Put in your guesses. Send us your guesses.
But we won't tell you whether you're right or wrong,
Yeah,
though.
we won't tell you.
No.
But you'd know when it comes to a couple of weeks' time and you'll be like, oh, yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, you'll be like, yeah. Zoe joins us from West Sussex, and hi to Sonal, who says, good morning from Florida. Right, well, I'm very excited. Shall we get started?
Yeah.
First demo?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Come on.
Right, so what I've done with all of the demos today, with the exception of one, I've only used the paper pad, the 6x6 paper pad, to show you what you can do with them. Because I thought, well, you might have the 12x12, but everything I've done is using what you can actually get at the moment.
Okay.
And most of the things are using the kit, the craft kit, which you've just, which is a new thing that you've seen.
Yeah.
So to show you what you're going to be getting in here, you've got your embossing folder here. You've also got some stencils to use with the embossing folder.
Lovely.
You've got your lady with the umbrella stamp. You've also got some sentiments here as well. And you've got some dies, and I've lost one. Didn't take me long. How?
Do you want the? Do you need it?
No, I'm all right. I can manage. I lost one of my little. This is why you need one of those magnetic little thingies,
panels.
don't you? So you've got all your different dies here. So you've got your umbrella, you've got your umbrella handle, and you've got your beautiful as well as your little bits and pieces here. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this, and I'm sorry, I'm going to have to cough. Excuse me. Right, I'm going to use the embossing folder and the stencils first of all, if I could find where I put the other stencil. Hello. How could I lose it?
You just had it a second ago.
I had it. What's happened?
Is it under the? It's on the mat. You know what you're looking for? The stencil.
Two. There's two. I had two a minute ago. What is happening here?
I'm coming over.
Where's it gone?
Which one?
There should be another stencil. I did have two. Where's it gone?
Find the stencil.
Oh,
Find the.
I've got it. Panic over.
30% of the stock's gone, Becky, whilst we've been looking for your stencil. 30%.
Right, so.
Hurry.
Now, here we go. Right, so I've cut my piece of white card and I've cut it slightly smaller than the embossing folder. So that is, I'm going to have to cough again, I'm sorry.
Oh, there's nasty bugs going around at the minute. I've been like that the last few weeks or so. My voice not quite as good as it should be. But, you know, it's fine. If you need a little break, you let me know. I'll cover. It's fine. She's fine now.
Because you use a different part of your voice, don't you, when you're doing this? You're talking a little bit from here and it's just like vibrating on my voice box.
Oof.
I'm going to have to talk in a lower voice.
Yes, that's why. Last week I had to talk more like this because when I talk, I like to be a little bit higher, but last week my voice was very, very croaky.
I'm going to have to go for the lower today.
Why don't you?
Right.
It's like the Nigella School of Crafting.
Yeah. I'm going to be using the microwave later
The
on.
microwave.
So I've cut my piece of a card slightly smaller
I actually really like
than
this.
my embossing folder, and I'm going to pop it inside here. And then I'm going to pop that through my Gemini.
Okay.
I'm just going to be using my two outer plates here. Pop that in the middle. There we go. And then run that through the machine. So this is a 2D embossing folder rather than a 3D. So you can see here, you've got that fantastic little design that you've got here. And then we're going to use some of our inks and we're going to use the stencils to go over the top of it. So I'm going to get a little bit of tape and I'm going to tape that down first of all, just so it doesn't move.
Is anyone else thinking this would work really nicely with little character collections as well? Maybe like the gnome collection, for example.
Yeah, they're definitely. I think that would be really nice. But this kind of imagery just reminds me of Teletubbies. Don't you think? That kind of... you know, that I think it's the sun and those clouds. My friend used to work for...
Here we go. It was one of the Teletubbies. Which Teletubby was your friend?
No, my
Winky.
friend used to work for the BBC, and part of her job was to take companies around to look at different shows, so they could make a decision about what they were going to be investing in. And she used to take people to the Teletubby Land. That used to be one of her jobs.
Where was Tubbyland?
I don't know. I think it was somewhere like Kent or somewhere like that.
Oh, okay.
Was it out? No, it was all outside.
It was all outside, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was all outside.
I used to like Nunu, the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, I think everyone liked the Nunu.
That was Nunu. Yeah.
It just used to soak up the tubby custard, didn't it?
Tubby custard. Yeah. And tubby toast, wasn't it? Tubby toast. Didn't tubby toast have like a smiley face on it? Yeah.
Yeah, my mum used to make tubby toast for my kids when they were young.
Yeah.
So I've just got a couple of inks here. I've got lemon tonic and I've got honey pot, and I've just put a little bit on here.
And just for Lynn, who's asking, is this from the kit then, what you're using now?
Yeah, this is, let me just think, everything I'm using for this one is from the kit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and you can get that individually if you want to. You don't have to buy the bundle. The bundle's basically for those people who missed it first time round and you want everything which you didn't get, plus the brand new craft kit, that's in there too. But you're going to have to be super quick on this because we are almost at 35% of that collection gone. We didn't have a huge stock.
I'm not surprised because it was such a lovely collection, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we've done the yellow that you can just see here. So you can see what that looks like.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I'm just going to give that a little bit of a wipe.
While do you remember TVAM?
Pardon?
It reminds me of TVAM as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Glitter paste through that. That would be a great idea. I like that idea. Glittery sun. The sun is always glittery.
Is it? I was going to say, I haven't seen it for about 3 weeks.
Oh, it was glorious today when I came up on the train.
Today?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did you come up this morning, did you say?
Yeah.
What time did you have to leave?
I left my house at 10 to 6.
Oh, not as early as I thought.
No, it's not that. It wasn't that bad, to be honest.
Is it 2 hours up here on the train?
Yeah, well, it's a 40 minutes on the tube for me to get over to the station, but it was okay. It was all right.
What's the London station to get up here? Is it Paddington?
King's Cross.
Oh, King's Cross.
But there was a woman on the train. I don't know if you're watching. You might be watching, in which case you were really rude.
Oh, dear.
Because this woman, she was having a Zoom meeting at the train with no earphones in. So she said, oh, they were like chatting there. I thought it was rude. I was rude. So I said, you're rude. Can you put your earphones in, please?
I tell you when it is really rude is when they're in the quiet carriage as well.
Yeah.
That is really annoying.
Really.
Yeah. Nicola's gone, but Becky would have been in first class. So even more annoying if you paid the extra money to have your champagne breakfast and someone's interrupting you whilst you're quaffing your champagne and eating your caviar.
Oh, yeah. LNER does not provide caviar.
No?
No, very disappointing.
I've got a strongly written email to them again. I recently travelled on your train today. Not only was there a lady conducting a Zoom meeting, but there was no caviar. Cornflakes only.
There was a man who said, can I have some sourdough toast? And they were like, we don't have that, you've got crumpets.
That is brilliant.
Oh, we're going to put a little bit of orange over here, and I'm going to finish that off at the bottom with a little bit of...
I wasn't concentrating, sorry. I was too busy chatting.
Yeah,
what ink pads are you using?
I'm using water-reactive ink pads.
Okay.
So I'm using Lemon Tonic, Honey Pot, Orange, Oasis, and also Fuchsia.
Okay, excellent
I'm not going back to it.
Oh, I wasn't going to do it this time, so...
Okay.
Beautiful.
And I give that a little bit of a wipe. And then we'll do the other layer down here.
Have you enjoyed getting ready for this show this week? Because it's something a little bit... I mean, we all know that you paper craft and soft craft, but not obviously you do more soft crafting, don't you, on these shows? So,
yeah. And it was really nice, actually. I really enjoyed having a sort of a potter around and getting all my papers out, because I haven't had the opportunity for a while. So no, it was really nice.
I vote more shows with Becky doing papercraft stuff. Who agrees with me in the comments? Say aye. We've got three. We've got 2 ayes in the gallery.
Oh, brilliant! Aye, aye.
Aye, aye.
Yeah, no, I like doing it.
Yeah.
And like I said, this morning when I came in here, when I come into work, it's my happy place.
Yeah. It is a happy place in here.
We all feel the same, don't we? This is all our happy places.
Yeah.
Then we've got, bit of an error there, never mind. And then I'm going to do the last bit with a bit of the blue down here. And I am going to trim the very base of that off in just a moment.
Was this the sunrise in London this morning?
It was probably halfway through, and it was a bit grim when I left the house. But the sun woke me up
did it?
when I was on the train. I had a little snooze. I snored, probably. I didn't miss my breakfast. No.
You got an eye from Rachel, by the way, as well, which is good. So 3 eyes. Aye, aye, aye.
Aye, aye.
Oh, yeah, on my eye. 4 eyes. 4 eyes. Melanie D has given us another eye. Sam Kane's in the studio. Sam, give us an eye. Oh, what? He said that will do. That'll do.
Sorry.
Chantel Jones says, sorry, are you guys being serious? Do you have quiet carriages in England? Absolutely deadly serious.
Yeah.
Quiet carriages. Is there only one per train? I'm not a frequent train user, but I know of them. Is it one per train?
No, I think there's a couple, aren't there? I think there's a couple.
But nobody, I say nobody.
I always choose the quiet. I'm so sorry. I have to.
It's fine. I think the thing you find with quiet carriages, you're supposed to be quiet in them, you know, and not chat or like conduct Zoom meetings or have phone calls. And if you're listening to stuff on your headphones, you are supposed to like keep them down. But a lot of the time you find in a quiet carriage, someone will have like their headphones up really loud and all you'll hear is like, or someone will be talking really, really loud, which is annoying. But yeah, it is a thing.
Or having a Zoom call.
Oh yeah, exactly right. Exactly
know.
right.
And you know, we in those kind of situations, we're all very British.
Oh yeah.
I gave her a hard stare many times.
Like Paddington Bear.
Like Paddington Bear. And then I went over and said, would you mind putting some earphones in? So
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
She was like, oh yeah, all right.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, it's not like, no, initially I thought, oh, maybe she hasn't got any earphones, she's got to be on this call, maybe it's important. It wasn't. I heard, and you know, well done, Carrie, I'm really glad it's your birthday today. But it wasn't. But it was just really rude.
What's she called, Carrie?
I don't know. I can't remember what her name was. But, and they woke me up. So that was the main reason I was annoyed that they woke me up.
From my beauty sleep.
Was I a bit grumpy? Possibly, but also I just think it's rude. When I make a phone, if I have to make a phone call, even if I'm not in the quiet carriage, I go to the, you know, the little foyer bit.
Yeah.
To make a
Oh, where the toilets are. I never like to do that personally on a train. Like if anyone rings me,
no one likes
I
being
feel
on a
like a bit awkward having a phone call with someone whilst you're on a train. I don't know why. There's lots of eyes coming through, Becky, so you can come back and paper craft.
Oh, thank you. Right, so I've got my card base. So this is a 5x7 card. No, it's not. Yeah, it is 5x7 card. And I've got some of the. Basically, I made all of the card sizes according to the 6x6 paper pad that we had.
Yeah.
So that's basically what I've done. So you'll be able to replicate this. I've just put a little bit of ink around the outside and then a little bit of black card just to finish it off. I think the black card really works with this collection because it makes all those colours really pop. So a little bit of blue on the back. Now I'm not overly keen on the train, but it's better than having to, you know, sometimes when you're driving, it's such a long journey, and if I'm up here a lot, you know, it makes sense, but I'm only here for a day. So
I just think as well, like especially recently, like train costs just so astronomical now. It's just so
horrendous.
expensive. It puts you off doing it.
And it used to be, you know, the alternative was it was going to be cheaper than you driving. Well, it just isn't.
And also, if you booked like a long time in advance, you could get really cheap rail fares, couldn't you? But now,
no, it's just not the case at all.
the last time my dad came up here, because so my dad obviously lives in Devon, which is it's 360 miles door to door, right, where we live and where he lives. And last time, sometimes he gets the train. He flew up last time because it was cheaper to take a plane than to go on a train.
Yeah.
That will tell you how expensive trains can be.
Well, that's happened to me as well. I came up, there was a problem with the trains, and the trains it was something like 300 and something pounds to get up here, which is much, much more than it should be.
Yeah.
And it was going to take 3 times as long because of this issue. And I looked at a flight, and the flight was cheaper and quicker. So that's what I did, and I flew up, which seems ridiculous. I didn't have a private jet at all. I don't have a private jet.
Jamie's just said just use a private jet.
No, I don't really. Can you imagine if you had your own helicopter? That would be really cool, wouldn't it? I don't think I've been on a helicopter once and it made me feel quite sick.
Yeah.
It's a bit bumpy.
Bit choppery.
Choppy. Oh dear. There, so I want this piece is 4 by 5.5. So I just want to make that 5 and a quarter, 5 and a quarter. just here. So I knew it was going to be a little bit smaller. Oh, I'm going to try a little bit more off, actually.
Chantel, who's in Australia, says, that is unreal. Our metro trains are a free-for-all. Long distance trains have food and drinks, including alcohol, but you're on them for days travelling.
Oh.
Australia is quite a big place, to be fair, though. Christine's joined us saying, good morning, everyone. Working today, so I hope you all have a great day. We will. And Alison says, Ben, there are quiet cars on Amtrak trains here in the US. What's an Amtrak train?
I think they're long distance, aren't they?
I don't know.
Not sure. So we're going to use this die here.
Okay.
It's a beautiful die.
Haha.
Because it says beautiful.
See what you did there?
Yeah. If only I could pick it up. Really pretty die. So I'm going to cut this out of some black and also some blue to finish it off. So put it on here. Grab my plates. I've always wanted to do that, you know, the train across like America. You know, I don't know what it's called, but you know, that the one where you've got like a big, I don't know if it's like Canada and America, where you've got like observation cars
Oh, I don't know.
in there, which looks amazing.
Really?
I always wanted to do that, yeah.
What, a train that goes across the whole of America?
I don't know, maybe not the whole, but you know, it's like an extensive journey across America. And you have these observation cars, so it looks amazing.
What's the posh one that we that's in
The Orient Express.
Orient Express?
That's what I want to do.
Yeah. Where does that go from to?
It used to go from London, but it doesn't anymore. It goes from Paris. You've got to get to Paris first of all. You can go to Istanbul on it. You can go to Paris. You can go to, or it's not Paris. You go to Venice.
Do they do a murder mystery like whilst you're on there and like Poirot pops up?
They do, but not only the one in the UK.
Oh.
So you can do the British Pullman, which is effectively the same thing. So I did that. I went down to Brighton for Pride a few years ago, and it was the same sort of thing. So you have all this sumptuousness. You obviously don't have a cabin, but you have the most amazing food, and the place is just beautiful. I mean, I took a photograph of the floor in the toilet.
Of course you did.
Which is not what I would normally do in a train, because let's be honest, they're never that nice. But this one was a beautiful mosaic, and it was incredible. The food was really good, and they do these murder mystery things there, so you can.
Is it Poirot?
Is it Poirot? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I was just thinking, now I'm growing my facial hair. If I shave off my chin fuzz, I could be the Poirot.
You could.
Yeah.
Oh, would that not be good? Could we not have a Poirot day?
What, here?
Yeah.
There must be like an Agatha Christie day or something, mustn't there?
Yeah.
Right, Google. Let's have a look. Who would you come as though if we did an Agatha Christie day? Miss Marple.
I was going to say Miss Scarlet. I know that's Cluedo, but
Thursday, the 15th of September.
What's that?
Agatha Christie Day.
Oh. Can we do that? Well, I wanted to do a Bridgerton day.
Oh yeah, you did. I remember that.
And I was like, when Bridgerton came out last week, I was disappointed that we couldn't have done the Bridgerton day, because I would have loved to have done that. But we still got another show, another launch of the other episodes. So maybe we could do a Bridgerton day then.
Oh.
I'm going to be here actually.
When?
Because it's the 13th, I think, of June, and I'm here on the 14th.
What is the 13th? The next episode?
The next 4 episodes.
They've done that, have they?
They've done it, yeah.
That is annoying.
Like Clarkson's Farm, they did the same thing for Clarkson's Farm.
Not into Bridgerton really at all, but...
Nicola and I are definitely into Bridgerton, aren't we? We really like Bridgerton.
I feel like, because Laura, I don't know if Laura knows that the next series is out, but I feel the reason she watched the first 2 episodes, or the first 2 series, because there was like some hot duke in it or something.
He wasn't in, he's not in any more. He's not in any books, actually. He was only in the very first one. And right. He is. I feel he should be Bond. That's my personal, I think I'm going to put a gamble on the fact that I think he should be Bond, definitely. So I think he's just beautiful.
What's his name? Oh, is that René Jean Page or something?
Yeah. I mean, he's just the most beautiful.
I think they've already picked the next Bond, pretty much.
Yeah, well, they've made a mistake.
Aaron Taylor-Johnson.
Yeah, but he's nothing in comparison to him. Oh, no, sorry.
Just be careful, because he's a platinum member. He might be watching.
Oh, is he? Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
no,
Aaron.
I mean, but, you know.
He likes a bit of crafting.
Bridgerton, the Duke, with the spoon. Sounds like I'm putting a guess in for Cluedo, doesn't it?
yeah. With a spoon in the bathroom.
Okay, so I've just put that on there. So you can see I made a little bit of an error there, but don't worry about that.
No, don't worry about that.
And we're going to pop that there. We're going to use some foam pads just to elevate that slightly. And I've cut these two beautifuls out, and I'm going to stick those together. So we've got a bit of a drop shadow going on.
Apparently there is, Rachel says, there are some good cross US-Canada trains with observation windows. I watch a YouTube travel channel called Cara and Nate.
Oh, me too!
They go all over the world.
I love Cara and Nate.
Oh.
They're an American couple who, these are really the smallest foam pads I've ever seen in my life. They are really funny. If no one's ever watched them, it's definitely worth having a look, because they're basically a couple who do all sorts of different things. So they've done a lot of train journeys. They did this one in India, which was incredible. And it's like, I think it's called the Maharaja Express.
Yeah.
And it's not cheap, but it includes all your food. And I think you're on the train for a week. And it also includes private tours wherever you stop off at. And it is extraordinary. And they do all sorts of things. So they've cycled across the US on a tandem or
cycled the US on a tandem.
Yeah, they've done all sorts of things. And they were the people who they went to the biggest truck stop, which is called Becky's in Texas.
Yeah.
And when I went to Texas, we went to Becky's, and I was quite excited because it's like a small town in a truck stop. So they are really worth watching. But yeah, they've done Orient Express as well, and also the Pullman, British Pullman.
Okay.
But I've become a little bit like is it oh gosh, what was the man called that likes the train rides?
Michael Palin?
Yeah. No, the other one. Wasn't he a
the MP guy.
with pink trousers.
Yeah, Michael Portillo.
Yeah, and I love the shows when there's like a train thing. I'm turning into a train spotter.
Oh.
Quite clearly. Right, and then we'll just...
You'll be there in your Anorak with your notepad.
A bit of a dotty tape pen on here. I would do if it was working. Good.
You're getting lots of nice comments come through. Jackie says, I love the demo, Becky. It looks great. Oh, and you look great today, says Jackie Hill Russell.
Thanks.
And Rosalind says, Becky, this card is adorable and you're not even finished yet. Yes, Bridgerton Day, says Rebecca, with the Age of Elegance collection. Next time we put that on.
Yes.
So shout. And Rebecca's also excited because the 15th of September, Agatha Christie Day, is her birthday.
Ooh.
Bring on the murder mystery.
That'd be quite good.
Nicola, you want to be the one that gets murdered? So you spend the whole day on the floor? No, because what we'd do, obviously, we'd find you and then you'd just be like a chalked image, wouldn't you? We'd move you and then...
But didn't we do... Wasn't there something like that? Didn't we do a mystery?
Well, we did the traitors, didn't we? No, not the... What did we do? What was it called? The Deceivers on my Facebook page. We could do a murder mystery here on the 15th of September. That would be fun. What do you reckon, everybody?
Yeah,
Up for that?
Yeah.
A crafty murder mystery.
That would be what we should do, definitely.
Bagsy Bean Poirot.
Can you do the accent?
I don't know. It's Belgian, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. We're sort of...
It's sort of somewhat French, but not...
Really, it is... I don't know. It is a bit of French, isn't it? Like this, maybe?
The little grey cells.
The little crystals, oui. No.
Okay, so I've got a little bit of a drop shadow there, and rather than using the dotty tape, because I'm not very good at that, I'm just going to put a little bit of tacky glue here. Pop that down there.
Beautiful.
And then I've got a little stamp. So again, everything I've used has come from the that little craft kit, or the hardware, as it were. So the paper pad is the paper pad that you've got available, and the stamp set as well as the embossing folder have all been from that kit. There we go, and this one here. There we go.
Life
there we
is
go.
beautiful.
All done using that new craft kit that you would have just seen today.
I absolutely love it. Remember, the Showstopper collection includes that kit. So this is it's the new element of it, if you like, which you won't have seen before on Crafters TV. So if you've already bought the Colour Your World collection, pick up this individually, and then maybe, or definitely, add in more of the 6x6 pads, add in some more of that linen cardstock as well. By the way, just to mention, I didn't, and it was on my notes to tell you, the linen cardstock is US size, it's 8.5 by 11 inches, so not quite A4 size. Was on my notes to tell you that, so now I've told you. That's the bit that you want to get though. If you go for the showstopper, you get your craft kit plus, very quickly I'll show you, you get all of the other goodies in the set. So the linen cardstock, which is just on the shop there, you're going to get all of your stencils included. So you've got your balloons, you've got your spots and dots. Beautiful butterfly in here. I think one of the most joyous stencils you'll ever wish to see, with the heart made from the heart. And then this embossing folder. This is the one that you need, like if you want this one, you've got to go quick, because that's what's going to sell out the bundle. And of course, if people are buying that individually, that then impacts on the bundle as well. So showstopper wise, we're over 40% of the stock now gone, and it is this that's going to sell it out. Once the showstopper does go, you'll still be able to get everything individually. Apart from that, you've then got your floral rainbow, which is that beautiful creator card set with the stunning flowers. You've got the pretty kaleidoscope included in there too. And of course, that amazing paper pad. It is stunning. 32 double-sided sheet. Let me do it this way so you can just get an idea as to how gorgeous this is. I mean, come on. That is just happiness, isn't it, in a paper? And then I love this, the kind of like ink splats that you've got on the reverse of that. But there's balloons in there. You've got your spots and dots. You've got almost like you know, watercolor backgrounds. You've got zigzags and stripes on there. You've got your kind of like splattered backgrounds. Just incredible. I absolutely love it. Even like your plaids on there too. Butterflies, just jump in and grab this. If you've already got the collection, you need to get more of the papers. Really last chance saloon to grab them before they disappear. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, more chat with you guys and more demos to come with Becky as well. But we'll meet you back here in about 3 or 4 minutes time.
Day to day looks like, on a normal day when I'm working from home, get up, breakfast, quick phone call with my daughter, and then I'm up in the craft room and I spend all my time in the craft room. If it's spending a day with the grandkids, that's it. That's my best part of the day, just spending time with family and those gorgeous little grandkids of mine. The best part of the day when I'm at work is when I go on air, because I absolutely love it. Both. I prefer a shower in the morning. I feel fresher. I feel that I can tackle my day. However, depending on how that day's been, I also would have a double shower, so I'd have one in the morning and one at night too. Absolutely, 100% coffee. Will always be coffee, and flavoured coffee is my favourite at the moment. Dare I say, it's a full English breakfast, the full works, the beans, the tomatoes, the bacon, the sausage, and everything else that goes with a traditional English breakfast. Craft along. Every day of the week. I absolutely love going through the stages from the start of a project to the end of a project. So craft along is definitely my favourite choice. I can't leave without my lipstick. It's a given thing. I once didn't have a lipstick on me, and Leanne helped me out that day. Kick off the shoes, sit down for a couple of minutes, just gather my thoughts, and then grab my tea.
My day-to-day life is pretty busy in work. Literally, I get in the door, I check my polls, I then check what I've got to demo, I then get everything ready, and it's just busy, busy, busy from there. I have a meeting with the producer, the director, we get then sorted for the shows, talk to the presenter, and it depends what side I'm on. I mean, sometimes I'm doing the presenting side, sometimes I'm doing the demonstration side, and I love both. It's actually who I get to work with. Yeah, I can't say no more than that other than anybody that works here. We are a big family. We're so super friendly. I love Ben. I love it when we work together. And I don't mean that I don't love anyone else. It's the fact that Ben is the presenter and then I'm demonstrating and we just have this great rapport. Same with Craig, same with Deb, same with the whole team. So yeah, the best part of the day is just getting to work with the best people in the industry. Oh, a night out. In the morning. Oh, none. I only drink water. Oh, well, I'm cutting out sugar, so it's got to be savoury. Masterclass. Oh, I can't leave the house without my lipstick. Oh, I love a baked potato. I relax, so I literally drive home normally and then I relax.
Hello everybody and welcome back. How are we doing? Over 40% of the showstopper gone. Lots of love coming in for Becky's card as well. Such a happy card, says Chantel. Would be a good get well soon card. It would actually, and it's a nice collection for that because it's a very, very happy set. Linda says, I have the 12x12 paper pad for this. Also, don't have the 6x6. Well, grab it today. The 6x6 is available individually should you wish. And a few people chatting about the Crafters TV murder mystery. Ben, which size of the CC scissors would the murder weapon be, says Alison. Well,
they're all quite sharp, all pokey tool.
Yeah, I mean, and who says, you know, I mean, it could be maybe, I don't know, death by stamping platform. I mean, who's to say that it is going to be the scissors? I mean, it could be anything, couldn't it?
It could be.
You know, like in Goldfinger, when, you know, she...
Gilding
Flakes.
Yeah.
Death by Gilding Flakes.
Yeah.
I mean...
Oh, we could do a Cluedo kind of game.
Yes.
Or Crafter's Companion.
Yes.
Yeah. So all of that, the little things.
Yes.
You know, there's not lead piping or a revolver. It's a pokey tool and a tape pen.
Or, seeing as we've got all of these different ways for people's demise, we could do a series.
Yes.
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 There could be a crafty serial killer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Do you know what? I think mainstream TV are all like that.
Yeah, I do.
There's a lot of those kind of programmes on, aren't there? Not generally craft, but you know, I think, yeah, let's do that. I think
there's enough channels out there. If you've got like Sky TV, like, you know, as you flick through, there's enough channels out there that would probably show something like that. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking of the channels that kind of show like Sharknado and like movies like that. They would definitely take a crafty murder mystery series, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's write it and send it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chantel says, ha ha ha, which studio with which implement? Yes, exactly. Yeah. Is it
the green room?
Is it the green room?
Is it the gallery?
Yeah, is it Studio 2?
Yeah.
Is it Sarah's office? I mean, who knows? Death by paper cut, says Sandy Borrock. I mean, could be. That does sound like an Agatha Christie novel, doesn't it? Oh dear. Death by the My Special Papers pad. That box would knock you out if dropped from high up enough, says Rachel.
I tell you don't want it to drop on your foot, do you?
No.
Neither do you want the Gemini to drop on your foot, but you know.
Right, this could be a thing.
It's going to go on and on.
Right, we've got 10 minutes till the top of the hour. Are we going to squeeze in another demo?
I could try. But, you know, I'm quite slow when I do my demo.
That's all right.
Right, we are going to use this beautiful embossing folder because I just think it's just so beautiful. I've already pre-cut my card in there, so I'll just pop it through the machine. But I think this for me is like the hero part of the collection. I just thought it was just so beautiful. Although I like all of it. I like it all.
It's a lovely collection.
It's really nice. But that card that I showed you earlier that had this embossing folder, just white and very, very simple. I just thought it was lovely. Look at that. Can you see it? Can you look at that?
Oh, there we are.
Oh, beautiful. Right, so we're going to use that, and we're also going to use the Kaleidoscope. I just want to use the intricate piece down here. Now, when we put this through, you'll see that actually there's a lot to this. You've got little sections where you can lift up all of those little wings of the butterfly. So, it's giving you a lot. You might just think, oh, yes, it's a die. But actually, you've got lots of different parts to that die, which makes it look really, really cool. So you can make it more 3D. Let's pop that through. I do like this idea of a murder mystery.
I'm well up for it.
Yeah.
Well up for it.
You were wondering what we were going to do in between shows.
We're going to write a series.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do.
Yeah. Nothing like overstretching ourselves on a Friday afternoon. Right, so we've got this here. Oh, I'm making a mess. Oh, and Tracy's in.
Oh, she'll have gone home by the time it's time to clear up. Yeah. And little birdie tells me you've got an early train to catch as well, so you're not going to care because you're leaving the last show 15 minutes early, so blame it on me.
I thought I might leave an hour early.
An hour?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I mean, what we could do is you could move cartload 5 till 7, move it 4 till 6, and then you won't be late.
Great idea, wouldn't it?
Anyone got a problem with that?
You've got your die here. So you can see, if I just move this and lift it up, you can see those little wings we can lift. And we can fold up. So you've got that beautiful kind of 3D effect. So I'm going to do that with all of these here, like that. I'd forgotten it's half term and there were lots of people obviously going on a little bit of a holiday on the train today. And I always think it's really cute when you get little kids going on trains and they're always so overexcited about going on a train. But obviously I don't want to be sat next to them.
Oh, no. I still remember as like a treat. I used to do that with my kids. George used to be obsessed with trains when he was little.
Yeah.
We used to do the like the Thomas the Tank Engine rides whenever like Thomas would come to the Paynton train station, and you'd always get the guy there dressed as the fat controller. But day out, get on the train from like Paynton to Torquay, best thing in the world.
Yeah. I think it's really good. I like that idea. Then, so that I've just lifted all of those up, so you can see they look nice and sort of 3D. So I'm going to put that to one side, and I will grab my. I'm done with the rest of it. Hello. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I'm always losing things. Now, I've already put. I've cut my card already. So this is. Again, I was making sure that I can use the 6x6 paper pad. So this is actually a 4x a 6.5 card. It's a bit of a strange shaped card, but I wanted to use that paper pad.
Yeah.
So I've already cut and batten layers that piece there, and I've got my orange card as well. Now what I want to do is I want to put some inks on this one here. And then I'm going to cut through after I put some ink on here. So I want to use all the colours of the rainbow. So I want to use the colours that we've got in here. So basically the colours I used earlier on today. So we're going to be using the yellows. I'll put them down here. So the lemon tonic, the honey pot. How am I for time? 6.5 minutes. And then we're just going to pick up some of this, and I'm going to start with the yellow in the middle, or more or less in the middle, and just work it through here. So I'm going to be overlapping the colours so you get like a proper rainbow type hue. Mm-hmm. But I think this is really pretty, and I loved that, just that plain card that we had. It wasn't very plain, but it didn't have a lot of colour to it. You just had that white card using this embossing folder, picked out with a little bit of black, and then those bright colours on the odd little heart here and there, which I just thought looked really, really good. A bit of orange. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Okay. Bit of orange here.
Yeah.
So what are you going to be doing on your time off next week?
Not a lot really. Do you know when you just want like a
Having
week
a
off
relax.
just to mooch?
Yeah,
I'm doing some mooching.
yeah.
Bit of mooching here, bit of mooching there, bit of mooching everywhere. He mooches here, he mooches there. I'm playing cricket tomorrow.
I don't like cricket.
I love it. I love it. Do you not like cricket?
I do like cricket. So, have I not told you the story about me playing cricket?
I think I would remember if you had.
I used to work for this really big company, and they had a cricket team, and they needed, had a cricket competition, and they needed a woman.
What, an inter-company cricket competition?
A company cricket
Right.
competition. So within the company, different departments. What they wanted a woman because you had to have one woman per team, and so they asked if I'd do it, and I was like, I don't really know cricket, and I spoke to my husband, and I said, oh, you know, I've got to play cricket, and he went, oh, I was opening batsman for the school team.
All right.
And I was like, all right, okay, that's fine. So he gave me a few pointers, and I was bowling, and I...
So he gave you some batting pointers and then you bowled.
I was bowling, and I got someone out, it was a golden duck.
Oh yeah?
Bowled somebody out in the first ball. And they were like, oh, wow, Becky's amazing. And I was like, oh, well, my husband, opening batsman on the school team, blah, blah, blah. I came home and I was like, oh, no, they thought I was really good. And I said, you know, you were opening batsman on the school team. And he went, yeah, I was opening batsman on the school team once. And I was so rubbish, they never asked me to go back again.
So he didn't complete the sentence, basically.
No, but the school we went to before, because we both went to the same sort of primary school, had really good cricket team. So they just assumed anyone that went to that school could play cricket.
Did you bat then?
Yeah, and I was all right.
Yeah?
I wasn't great.
How many runs did you score?
I don't know.
Oh.
Not very many.
Can't have been a lot, because if it was, you'd have remembered. You'd go, oh, I scored 55.
Well, when we were at our primary school, when we were about to leave, you know, we were going to secondary school, we had, the boys had to play rounders and the girls had to play cricket, and we played against each other. And we absolutely thrashed the boys.
The boys had to play rounders and the girls had to play cricket?
Yeah, against each other. So, no, because it was like, you know, that last term when you don't really have anything left to do because you've done all your, you know, your exams and you've learned everything you can, and so you're just sort of playing it out, really. And the boys were quite amazed by how good we were, and you know, they were like school's champions, and we still beat them, which is always nice. Always like to beat the boys.
No, I love a bit of cricket. I just wish the weather would be more crickety weather. It was just not really. Well, I tell a lie. We had one weekend. I think it was the last bank holiday weekend actually. One before the last one, where it was lovely and sunny. But other than that, it's been pretty miserable this year. And cricket's a lovely game when the sun's out, but when it's cold and you're having to wear 3 jumpers, it's not the best game in the world.
That's not very good, is it?
No.
Right, I'm going to cut my piece of. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my die to make sure I cut this one. So I'm going to put that die there. So I just want to make sure I've got them around the right way. So that is going to cut out that aperture here. So maybe just about there.
Alison's just said that Becky needs to do more paper crafting shows. It is nice to get a new, fresh perspective on makes. And almost half of the stock of the showstopper has gone.
Wow.
So be quick, friends.
I'm not surprised because it's good, isn't it? Right, so run that through the Gemini. And then you can see what that looks like. Okay, and then we're going to carry on in just a moment with that, but you can see we've got that little aperture cut out there.
There we go. We will continue into the next hour. Just as a by the by, about half the stock has gone of the showstopper now. So if you do want to get it, make sure you grab it, because if it keeps going at the rate that it is, well, you can do the maths too. It's not going to be here by the end of the show. Something else that you might want to have a look at on the website is our cartload show. We've got loads of great goodies there, actually. Half price deals for you. We've also got Now, initially, they were just called Becky's Bargain Busters, but they had my name. I think they thought I was going to feel left out or something. I did not kick off that. I did. I said, Becky's Bargain Busters? Don't you mean Ben and Becky's Bargain Busters? And they said, well, OK, I'll tell you what, we'll call it Becky and Ben's Bargain Busters. And I was like, oh, I'll let you off. Becky's Bargain Busters, 4 items, all low stocked. And if you want those everyday tag dies, you're going to have to be very swift on those. So I think there's less than 20 of those remaining. Plus, we've got half price deals and loads more. So do have a look. All the deals are there for you, ready for Cartload tonight, live at 5. If you have just joined us, hello and welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. How are you doing? It's Friday. Are we excited? Yes, I think we are. 1 more hour on our masterclass with the Colour Your World Showstopper collection, and then a 3-hour break, no less, where we are not only going to be discussing plans for things which are coming very soon, but also...
It's a secret.
But also writing our very own crafty murder mystery. That's coming up in the 3-hour break, so we will be busy. And then tonight, live at 5, we do have Cartload. I know it's a Friday. You're probably a bit confuzzled. I can't work out why we've done it Friday this time around. I can't work out the reason for that. But do you know what? We're just keeping things a little bit fresh. The good news is, though, now, just to reiterate, if you are a little bit stuck as to what shows are when and who's doing what, there are schedules that pop up over the weekend, so you can see on Facebook what's coming up that week and the times of the shows, because I know certainly we get a little bit confused as well sometimes when shows are, because this week we've had 2 o'clock shows, 3 o'clock shows, 2 o'clock shows, 3 o'clock shows. I mean, we can never keep up. So if you check out that schedule, you should have all of the insight into it. But let us get back to the demos. Rosalind says, I may have to get this with some extra paper pads. Just one final word from me. If you want the showstopper, you need to buy it now. Because when I say like half the stock is gone, if you're thinking, oh, there'll be 100 or so left, we are like low double figures now on the stock. We didn't have a lot to start with. So if you want it, please grab it now. This is going to sell it out, okay? That embossing folder that Becky's using is going to sell out the collection. And then once that's sold the collection out, you'll still be able to get all the other bits and pieces, but only as individuals. So if you have already got the collection, I'm thinking you're probably going to want more paper pads, you're probably going to want more of the linen card stock, you're definitely going to want that craft kit, which you won't have. That didn't come in the original bundle. If you haven't got any of it and you love it, you've got to be quick. One of the final 20 people or so to jump in and grab it before it sells out. Right. Let's get back to it. Becky?
Yeah?
Where were we up to?
I don't know, there was a little song in my head then.
What?
The feeling's gone, the feeling's gone, the feeling's gone.
The what?
I don't know, it was just in my head. That's what I was thinking about.
What was the song then? The Fin's Gone?
I don't know.
What, say again?
I don't know if I'm singing the right words now.
The Fin's gone, the Fin's
You
gone,
know that one?
the Fin's gone.
Do you just...
No.
No, I don't know what it is. Oh dear. Right. Okay. So this was the where we got before. I've just trimmed this piece down. So this is using that embossing folder with those hearts. I've already inked over it, and then I cut out the outer die for those kaleidoscope of butterflies. So I'm just going to put this together. So I've matte and layered here. So I put a bit of glue on here. Actually, I'm going to use tape pen. I'm going to use a tape pen because I just sort of think, well, why shouldn't I use every single glue that I've got on the table?
Exactly right. Mix it up. Show everybody all the adhesives. I mean, don't show everyone like that. I mean, show everyone by using them.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. Glue, glue, and I've got some more glue.
Exactly right.
Yeah. Well, not everyone has every glue.
No, they don't.
No, so sometimes...
That, what does that remind me of again, that paper? What did you say? Not My Little
Care
Pony.
Bears.
Huh?
Care Bears.
Care Bears. Rainbow Bright as well.
Oh, yeah, or those things like popcorn, were they called rainbow drops?
Rainbow
drops?
Rainbow drops, yeah.
I like those.
Do you also, sorry, this is sort of on topic, but not really. No one ever remembers this. So you know around the time like He-Man and My Little Pony and Care Bears.
Are you going to talk about Ulysses?
No. Do you remember Poochie?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
But her ears are pink and her paws are too.
I don't remember the song.
She'd go like this.
But she had like pink ears.
Pink
Pink ears and pink feet. Poochie.
Yeah, Poochie.
Yeah. I'm glad. And also Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah, although I found him a bit frightening.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, because of his eyes moved and stuff, and
Yeah, it was a bit.
his mouth moved, didn't it, when you put the cassette
It
in
did.
the back?
Yeah, that's a bit.
I always wanted a Teddy Ruxpin, but never got one. And my sister had a Poochie, and I always wanted a Poochie, but didn't want to say because obviously it was like a girl's toy, wasn't it, back in the day?
Well, I used to insist on Mufti Day at school.
Oh, I used to love Mufti Day. Pay
Mufti
£1 to go Mufti.
Yeah, and I used to insist on my hair being in bunches and being crimped, so I looked like Poochie.
I just knew it. Did you have the bunches pink as well?
No,
Oh.
I didn't. Why are we the only ones who remember that? Because we're the only old people here, Ben. That's
You wait,
why.
the comments will flood through now. I had a Poochie. I love Teddy Ruxpin.
I always wanted a Cabbage Patch doll, and I didn't get one of those.
Yeah, and also I used to love Boglins as well. Do you remember those?
What?
Boglins.
Were they the little wooden things?
No, they were like the little like rubbery creatures that you put your hand. They were like puppets,
Oh,
and they
I
always
know,
came with like they came in like the box was like a jail,
Yeah.
and they came with like handcuffs on.
Yeah.
Boglins.
I did like a Care Bear.
Yeah. I tell you what I also used to love. That have we got on this track? Do you remember the Garbage Pail Kids stickers?
Oh, yeah.
And you get like bubble gum with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to collect those, and my mum didn't like it.
What, because it was bubblegum?
Well, A, because it was bubblegum, but also she didn't really like the artwork because they were disgusting like things, weren't they?
They were pretty awful,
Yeah.
weren't they? They were a little bit like Fungus the Bogeyman.
Fungus the
type
Bogeyman,
feel-
yeah.
feels.
And I still remember now, my mum, she was like so cross because we used to trade the cards at school and get bubble gum, but then
Yeah.
I used to have the bubble gum and then finish it before I went home. And one time I finished some bubble gum. For some reason, I put it in my trouser pocket, and it was a Friday. I forgot that it was in there and it went through the washing machine.
Oh,
Whoa!
gosh, you must have been in a lot of trouble then.
I was not popular that day.
No, I can imagine. Right, and now we put a little bit of foam pads on there, and then I'm going to stick that here. I'm going to use a little bit of different glue. I use some tacky glue now, just because, you know, all the glues for all the time. I still don't let my kids, even though they're adults, eat chewing gum.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've got a big problem with that.
What, with the noise people make when they eat it, you mean?
No, my friend worked in A&E, and she said often you get children coming in who stopped breathing and they didn't know what the problem was, and quite often it was chewing gum. And she said, I cannot tell you how difficult it is
To dislodge it?
when you're like open them up and you're like trying to, and it just
Oh,
keeps sticking
strings
back
everywhere.
together. And it made me, you know, she told me this when I was quite, you know, my kids were quite young, and it just put me off, made me think, oh, actually, it's probably not a good thing for the children to be having. So I stopped them from ever having anything like that.
See, I knew my mother was a wise lady, or is a wise lady. That's probably the reason she didn't want me to have the bubble gum as well.
And also, you know, when people chew it, it is quite irritating, isn't it? I've become such an old moaner. Ooh. People that put their feet on the seats on the train,
Oh, here we go.
or take their shoes off.
What gets your goat? Take
Yeah.
their shoes off.
Yeah,
Don't even start. That's
Yeah,
just
I don't
that.
know.
How uncouth.
yeah, exactly.
Lynn says I had a Cabbage Patch doll, but I was an adult, and my kids bought it for me.
Oh, that's lovely.
Maybe you get your kids to buy you one.
Well, my son bought me one of those, you know those pop vinyls?
There's what?
Pop vinyls? They're like little figures in a box.
Oh,
and they've got
pop.
big
Yes,
heads.
pop figures.
He bought
Yeah.
me a Buffy the Vampire Slayer one
Ah.
for Mother's Day, and I was like, you get me.
Yeah.
You get me.
You kept it in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah. George has got tons of those, and they're out of the box, but he's kept all the boxes
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah. There you go. I've used, I don't know where that Celebrate came from. I found it at home. So I don't even know if it's I don't know where it came from. Maybe a magazine? Maybe one of our magazines? I don't know.
Someone will tell us.
But you can see there you've got all that dimension, and you've got those beautiful butterflies. You see here, if I turn it around, you've got that 3-dimension using that. And like I say, everything about this is joyful, full of colour, really nice and sparkly.
Our Rachel says, I have a rainbow bright sprite toy that I found at a car boot sale. He's so cute and older than me, lol.
With her horse Starbright.
Oh,
Wasn't
yeah.
it? Starbright, Rainbow Bright, and a horse
A
Starlight.
Starlight. Yeah. I think She-Ra's horse was called Starbright, wasn't it? She-Ra and Starbright. She-Ra, She-Ra. No? Just me? For anyone who loves the old cartoons, I said this the other day, and my missus thinks I'm bonkers, even more bonkers than she did in the first place. If you go on Prime Video, if you've got Prime Video, they have Freevee on there. So they have, you know, you can obviously go on there and watch your TV shows and movies and stuff, but they have like series just running show after show after show after show, and they're re-showing all of the original He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Yeah, and it's just brilliant. So if there's nothing on, like I'm just going to go upstairs to watch some TV, and then just like boop, and I'll sit there and watch all the He-Man episodes. So good. The music. And then after the end of the show, you'd always get like the main character come on and go, so in today's story, we learned that Skeletor, and they'd tell you like the little motto for each of the...
Yeah, little moral of this story.
Yeah, it was great. I still learn a lot.
Ben, you need to get out more.
Yeah, I think I probably...
Please, next week when you've got your week off, do not spend it just watching He-Man.
I'm going to the gym one day with Craig. Actually, me and Craig are being gym buddies next week because he's got the week off as well. So we'll do that one day. Kirsty D says, I also have loads of My Little Ponies and the lesser remembered Snuggle Bums. I still have one in my bedroom.
They were very white, I think, weren't they? They're very white, fluffy kind of things. Like almost like white silk, I seem to remember.
And there's Rachel's Rainbow Bright Sprite. Look. There. Look.
Oh.
Cute!
I thought Rainbow Bright was a girl.
Rainbow Bright Sprite, that is.
Oh, okay.
Apparently.
These are her friends.
Yeah.
Like the Fraggles on Fraggle Rock.
Let the music play. Worries for another day. Let the music play. They bring that back.
Are they?
Down and Fraggle, Netflix. True story, bro. The die was the Garden Party Collection Celebrate die, says Rebecca Dancer.
Oh.
I'm using the die just now.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks for that.
Right, one quick look through and then we'll do another demonstration. The new part of this collection is this bundle here, so the craft kit. You haven't seen this before on Crafters TV up until today, so if you've already got elements of the Colour Your World collection, then this is definitely what you need to jump in for. What Becky used in the first demo, if I flip that around, you can see everything that you're going to be getting in there. So you've got the embossing folder in there. You've also got your set of stamps in that too. So one embossing folder, 8 dies, 2 stencils, 5 stamps, and a partridge in a pear tree. So you can buy that individually. And if you haven't got the, if you have got the collection rather, what you're probably going to do is buy that to complete the collection and then get extras of your linen cardstock, which is just here for you. 24 sheets in that, 8 colours, 3 sheets of each. And as I've mentioned earlier on, I've been asked to mention, the size on that is 8.5 by 11 inches as far as that cardstock is concerned. If you want it all though, you get everything there, plus you get your 32 sheet double-sided 6 by 6 paper pad, which is just, I think, probably the happiest paper pad you're ever going to receive. The colours are joyous, the designs are amazing, you know, great for all sorts of occasions. You look at this and you think celebrations, you think birthdays, you know, potentially like kids' parties and stuff, but I love the suggestion that someone made earlier on of saying this would be absolutely great for like a get well soon card as well. I think that would be great. You know, those colours in there, really going to put a smile on somebody's face. You are welcome to buy more of these individually as well, and I would recommend that whilst we have got it back in stock. If you love this collection, buy more of the consumables. Then also in the set, the die that Becky's just used in her last demo, that pretty Kaleidoscope, so that 2-part die set is included. Plus you're going to get, I think, one of the most happy, beautiful creator card dies we've ever done, which is the Floral Rainbow. Absolutely stunning. The embossing folder is called Rainbow Hearts, and again you saw that in the last demo. That's the one that's going to sell out the showstopper. There aren't many of those left at all now, and as I said earlier on, if people decide they want to buy that individually, that's going to impact the number of showstoppers that we've got left. And then look at all of the different stencils that you've got in here. Beautiful heart made from really kind of like quirky hand-drawn hearts. You've then got your stunning butterfly in there as well. I just think these stencils are so useful, and you think of all of the different inks you can run through these, all the different mediums, maybe putting some of your glitter paste through them. I think they look absolutely gorgeous. And then you've got your bigger 8 by 8 bubbles, and balloons. So that comprises the whole collection, the whole showstopper. I mean, that is a price. It's brilliant. £32 or $44. But as I said, you're going to have to go quick because we are over half the stock of that gone now. And when it's gone, it is gone. Hi to Rosalind, who's in with us. Aidan's joined us as well. And Chantel on YouTube says, Becky, this is true story. I know the answer. Did you say you like your tea the colour of He-Man?
Yes.
Absolutely. It's the correct colour, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Have you always said that, or did we have a conversation? Because that's my...
No, I think I've always said that, or the colour of somebody from Love Island.
Okay.
Yeah. Joey Essex, yeah. I mean, it just needs to be strong, like He-Man.
Like He-Man.
Yeah.
When have I told you this? And there must be photos somewhere, but this was obviously like pre-Facebook and all that kind of stuff, thankfully. My stag do went out next year, and it was heroes and villains, and I went as He-Man.
Oh, we need a picture.
I don't know if there are any.
There must be a picture.
Doing the rounds. I don't know if there are. I don't know if there are. I had this like... there's definitely none of my...
Like a bob as
I had
well.
a bob, and because I was sort of like, obviously, you know, the
You
bob.
obviously what? Shaped like He-Man.
Well, no, I was obviously, I was scantily clad, wasn't I? Because I was He-Man. I had like the...
Loincloth,
furry
actually.
shorts on. And you know he has that thing, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I'd like fashioned one wearing two belts. And because... No, I don't want to talk about it.
You can't tantalise us with a little bit of a story and then stop part the way through just because it's embarrassing.
Because I was like scantily clad, people were doing a nasty thing to me all night long, and I came home a little bit sore.
Oh, okay.
Let's just say. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And anyway, let's move on.
They were
Alice,
teasing you and ruffling your hair, weren't they? That's what they were doing.
that's what they were. That's what they were doing. Alison says, in the US, MeTV is starting a 24/7 Cartoon Network in a couple of weeks. I'm a sucker for the Flintstones and the Jetsons.
Oh, yeah, I like those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd watch a bit of that, but definitely more He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Shall we do another demo?
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a demo again using the craft kit. I'm going to be using the stamp. So I've used the embossing folder, I've used that die, I'm going to use the stamp, which is just a really, really pretty stamp. So I'm going to use my tri-blends to colour it in. So I'm going to use my alcohol-proof ink on here. So if you haven't got a stamping platform, and I'm sure you have, but if you haven't and you're brand new to watching, don't ever think you don't need a stamping platform.
No.
Because you really do.
You do.
I didn't realise how much easier things would go. Oh, I shouldn't say that until I've
Hey,
actually stamped
this guy
it.
does a bit of crafting, and I couldn't stamp without one of them.
No.
I'd be all over the place. Because a lot of the time when I stamp, it doesn't come out properly the first time, so I have to go back in.
Yeah, it makes
But it
sense.
doesn't matter with this,
doesn't
does it?
There you go. That's come out okay.
Perfect.
Now we're just going to use some of our tri-blends, but you can use whichever pens or pencils that you happen to have.
Mm-hmm.
Here. I can't get that song out of my head.
What?
The one that I don't want to sing in case I'm singing it wrong.
What?
I've made up this. You know when you mishear.
What is it? I couldn't quite. I'm not teasing you. Like, what is it? And I might be able to help.
The feeling's gone. The feeling's gone. The feeling's gone. Something like that.
The feeling's gone.
Feeling's gone.
Feeling's gone. The feeling. I don't know what that is. And anyone help on the
It's,
socials?
You know when people make mishear lyrics.
Yeah.
I remember Jo Brand, who is a female comedian. She, as a child, misheard "Away in the Manger," and she thought it was little Maltesers lay down their sweet head.
Rain and manger, looking for a bed.
Little Lord Jesus lay down their sweet head. She thought it was little Maltesers.
Little
lay down their
Maltesers.
sweet head.
Ah.
I always thought about that. Right, I've got a few. So I'm going to colour some of this in, but I thought I'd do the dress. So I'm using the hydrangea blend, and I am going to have to put my glasses on.
Chantel's just messaged to say, Becky, Ben is going to Turkey to get He-Man's bum.
Oh, well, we're all looking forward to seeing that then.
Yeah, there's a story going on.
What's He-Man going to have?
Very good. He-Man did have nice white teeth. He had a great tan, white teeth.
Ben, is this what you're going to look like when you come?
Yeah, I'm going to grow my hair long as well. Come back riding a green and yellow tiger. And Kirsty D says, Ben and Becky, I've sent in a picture of the Snuggle Bum toy that I have. That sounds so wrong. Yeah. Send in pictures of your old retro toys. If you've got a Teddy Ruxpin or a Poochie, I'd need to see to take us back in time. Particularly good as well if you've got the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe figures.
Oh, I used to like that.
I wish I'd kept mine. You see a lot of those things now worth a lot of money, especially like Star Wars figures and stuff. People will pay like a handsome amount of money for those.
They absolutely do.
Especially if they're in their packets. But never think to keep them, that's the problem.
No, but you don't when you're a kid because you just want to play with the things,
yeah.
don't you?
Yeah. I had a guy I used to go to school with, Jonathan Parker was his name, and I don't know whether it must have been his parents, but I remember going around his house when, the Star Wars, well, it's still big now, isn't it? But when the original Star Wars was big, and he had pretty much from memory, like every one of the figures, but for every one of the figures he had out of the packet, he had in a packet stashed away in a drawer.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
That's organised.
So I think his parents had obviously kind of realised that they might be worth a bit of money later down the line. He's probably in Mauritius or somewhere now with Debbie Fisher.
Oh, yeah.
Minted.
Well, when the Harry Potter books came out, I bought 2 of everything.
Did you?
Yeah.
Like first edition?
Yeah, one that went in the safe, one that I read. And when the adult, there was an adult version of things.
Was there?
Adult cover, so it didn't look like a child's book.
Oh, I see.
The later ones. So it came out slightly wrong, that.
How much is that worth now then?
I don't know. I don't have the first book. I don't have I've got a signed one of A Prisoner of Azkaban.
Signed by Harry Potter?
Yeah, yeah. I do have a signed one. But I don't know. I don't know if they're worth really anything at all. There were still loads of them, I'm sure. It'd be nice if you had the first edition of the first one, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and there's one with, or like a few where there's like a misprint, isn't there, in one of the books, or a misspelling?
Yes, I've got
or
that
something.
one. So
you have?
Is it the last one? When he's about to go and be killed by Voldemort, his mum comes out of the wand first. No, second, and it should be the other way round. And because I've got the first edition of that one, I've got that error in it, but I don't think it's worth very much money.
I bet you probably is.
So I've done a little bit of colouring here. So obviously you can go wild, but here's one I've done already, so you can see. So I thought purples and all those different bright colours work really well. And then I am going to use a nesting die, which I can't find. There you are, right in front of you. Honestly. Nesting dies right in front of me, and I'm just going to make sure I've got the right size one. So I think, check I've used that right size. That one here, just to cut that. So any nesting die would work for this. Get a bit of tape through the Gemini, not that way round because I've made it all wonky. We don't want it wonky.
Teresa's is saying, I've got this collection already, but what was the add-on that is included now? It's the craft kit. That's the add-on, which you can buy individually. Colour Your World craft kit is what you're looking for on the website. On its own, $6.49.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Wow.
What a bargain.
But bargain with that whole collection.
Yeah. 8 dies, an embossing folder, 2 stencils and 5 stamps. Bargain.
Everyone loves a bargain.
Everyone does love a bargain. I love the stamp in the kit, says Sandy. Love the raindrops. And Kirsty D says, unfortunately, my Sprite is at my mum's house. My brother has loads of 80s toys and games consoles and computers. Photos for next time, please.
I like those old games and things. There was something like I was talking to Nicola, or I was messaging Nicola, because I was finding the most obscure Facebook groups.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a Facebook group that's like, identify my cutter, like a cookie cutter. So people have bought cookie cutters, and then they're like, well, what's this? I don't know, I can't work out what this is. And then people almost sort of draw into them what they think they should be, and that's quite funny. But the other one that I found was gardening with shower curtains.
Gardening with shower curtains?
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's actually the name of it, but basically it's people that use shower curtains, shower curtain gardeners, use shower curtains for imagery in your garden. So you might have a shower curtain that looks like, you know, a beautiful forest or, some good...
What, you build it into the scene of your garden?
Well, I think they sort of staple it to the fence and then put some garden plants around it. But yeah, interesting, different things that you've got there.
I see. So the shower curtain is already decorated.
Yeah, not like an ordinary one. Right, so I've got here...
I'm in a Facebook group because, and I think I'm still in there, but it was years ago I joined it. So I always used to get confused when you used to see one shoe by the side of the road.
Oh yeah, me too.
And I'm in a Facebook group where people post pictures when they see one shoe in like a random place.
Because I used to think maybe people have been driving with their feet out the window.
Well, yeah, like how does that even happen?
How does it happen?
Yeah,
I don't know either.
Anyway.
So I've got my card blank here, which is 5 3/4 square, and I've just folded it back here to make a fold back card. I've got some of my, again, 6x6 paper pads. They're only using those 6x6 paper pads in here with that beautiful brightly coloured linen cardstock. I've got some mats and layers there. Yeah, does anyone else know why there's only ever one shoe?
Yeah, I mean... No, there's no answer in the Facebook group. People just post pictures of the one shoe at the side of the road. I'm a bit jealous of Michelle Smith, by the way. She says, I used to have a Roland Rat soft toy and the Gordon the Gopher lunchbox.
Oh!
Liam in the office has got a Gordon the Gopher, actual Gordon the Gopher toy.
Yes, I've seen that.
Yeah. Yeah. And an Ed the Duck, I want to say, as well.
Well, that was Andy Peters, wasn't it, with Ed the Duck?
Andy Peters was Ed the Duck, and it was Andy Crane.
Oh, yeah, it was Andy Crane with
Gordon the Gopher. No, it was Schofield with Gordon the Gopher, wasn't it? Andy Crane and Andy Peters had Ed the Duck.
What happened to Andy Crane?
He's on one of the radio stations. I want to say he's done Greatest Hits radio or Smooth.
Smooth.
He does like the lunchtime mid-morning show.
Ah.
Yeah.
Right, so I've got a little bit of spotty paper again from that 6x6 paper pad. Pop that down here. Okay, and then we'll put that on this section here. And then I've already cut out my my girl in the rain, and then I did a mass and lead slightly larger for that nesting die. So any nesting dies that you happen to have, stick those together, and then I'm going to pop that on with some foam pads as well.
Rachel says, "Ooh, and going far back, lamb chop. Do you remember lamb chop?
No.
It's lamb chops, play along. It's good to learn and sing along, and fun things are all we ever do."
No, I've never heard that.
And Lamb Chop always used to sing the song that never ends. This is the song that never ends. No?
But it must end eventually.
It doesn't.
It must do.
No, it doesn't.
It's like a never-ending story. Eventually that does finish.
It doesn't. It goes, this is a song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. I don't know the next line, but it definitely goes on.
Is that a bit like, I know a song
that'll get on your nerves, get on your nerves, get on your nerves.
I know a song that'll
get on your nerves, get on your nerves. Something which will end eventually is the Showstopper collection, by the way. 65% of the stock of that has now gone, and you will get time to check out very soon on that. Lynn says, read the shoes. Drunk people lost it on Friday or a Saturday night, maybe. Go home with one shoe on. Maybe.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. It just seems really odd. It's always one shoe. And it's never a going out shoe.
No, it isn't. And it's always, or like a workman's boot or something.
Yeah.
It is. Maybe they're like boots that are like you know, in the back of a lorry that they're trying to dry off that they've got wet and then they've just fallen off the.
Maybe they're all those people that take their shoes off on the bus, on the train.
yeah. And then an angry person like you comes along in the quiet carriage and chucks them out the window. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, we solved the case. Rosalind says, we bought this cute little stuffed animal for my son when he was little, thinking it was a bear. Never paid attention to the tail until he was looking for his mousey. We thought it was so funny that no one realised it was a mouse. Rachel says, geez, the throwbacks. I used to nearly get kicked out of the car for singing both those songs and the Found a Peanut song.
Found a peanut.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds hilarious.
It sounds like something you don't want to listen to on a long car journey with a child, do you?
Alongside
I found
that.
a peanut. Oh,
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Oh.
Are we there yet?
Right, I'm just going to put a few sparkles on because life's better with sparkles. Like that. A few little gems down here.
Yeah.
And then I think we need one over here. There you go.
Perfect.
And then we've got a little card using that beautiful stamp that you get in with that craft kit.
I love it. Hasn't it been a happy show, this? Very happy show.
Happy. Yeah. It's my happy place, Ben. I'm always happy to see you. I'm happy to be at the office. It's not really an office.
Not in the office. No one in the office today, so that's
No,
it.
I know. It's just us. That's what makes it so happy.
Yeah. No bosses, no stress,
Yeah.
just fun. We're just here to colour your world on Crafters TV. Last chance to get your showstopper, heading towards 70% of the stock of that gone. So let us... Sorry. Rachel's just sent through the lyrics to Found a Peanut.
Found a peanut.
Found a peanut, found a peanut just now. Just now I found a peanut just now.
And is it in that
Cracked.
tune?
I think it probably is. Cracked it open just now. Just now I cracked it open just now. It was rotten. It just goes on. We're going to go for a break whilst I continue to sing this song to Becky. It was rotten, it was rotten, it was rotten just now.
Come in, check my emails, then lay the shows out in the studio, set pack shots up. Then I will get new polls, pick shows, solve any problems that need solving. We deal with the teams where we receive marketing suites, we receive boards. We pick samples to send to Hobby Maker. We pick samples to send to QVC. We will take the previous shows out of the studios, set the new shows up. We do floor manage occasionally, not all the time, making sure that the craft expert presenters have everything at hand that they need. Anything that they haven't got during shows, we will run about and get the products for them. Think on a morning when it's really quiet, I can get more done when there's nobody else in the building. Night owl. Morning. Coffee on a morning, tea the rest of the day. Savoury. Normally lunchtime. Craft along. Mobile phone. Christina's chicken wrap. Barry White, you're my first, my everything. Go home and make the tea.
Tea first, and then from there it'll be meetings, and there could be commercial meetings, there could be creative meetings, I could be supporting one of my team. I also manage a large team, so it could be one-to-ones with those. Every day is different,
but always a predominant focus on the products, how they're working, the new products that we're bringing out, a lot of research and development. When we get to see the finished article, way before anybody at home gets to see it, it arrives and we get to unpack it and experience it and try it, that gives us all a massive buzz. I can't be getting out of bed too early, and I like to get to bed. 9 o'clock's the new 10 p.m. Tea all day long, black, no sugar, thank you. I tend to miss breakfast, which isn't great. And if I have something when I come in the office, then that's going to be yoghurt and fruit. My face, all of the makeup that makes this. Nobody's seeing this without that on. Probably a baked potato or a salad or something egg-based. Ooh, craft along a masterclass. I'm going to say masterclass, and that's because I love to educate. One song that would be the theme tune to my life, it would be Billy Ocean, Red Light Spells Danger. Pour a gin and tonic. First thing I do. Get in the house, gin and tonic, decompress the day, and then plan what I'm going to do that night.
Peanut, found a peanut just now. Just now I found a peanut just now.
Please,
This is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. I'll stop now. Ooh, that was a long ad break for some. What a great... She says this is a happy place. Not anymore. Great card, says Melanie D. Marisol says, hello from California. Hello. Just lost one shoe at a gas... There you go. I lost one shoe at a gas station when I was travelling. I got something out of my luggage whilst filling up, but I didn't notice that one shoe fell out. I got home and only had one.
Oh, that can't be all the people. You see a lot of single shoes. Maybe there are many people that travel with only one leg.
Maybe.
Motorway.
But then how do they drive their car?
With
controls.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you'd still have like your second shoe though, wouldn't you, for your false leg?
I don't know.
You would. You wouldn't. Melanie D says, Becky, thank you for sharing about shower curtain gardens. I'd never heard of it.
Do have a look at the Facebook page. It was really quite eye-opening. And cookie cutters. Definitely look at Identify My Cookie Cutter Facebook. That's really funny.
What's the weirdest Facebook group you're in?
Yeah.
Don't say this one.
Yeah.
Sissy says, using my ultimate, even as we speak, got to get envelopes caught up to be with my cards. I am forever grateful as a retired senior citizen with no children and no local family to have the CC tools and inspiration. CC truly is emotional and mental therapy. Well, thank you, Sissy. That's a lovely thing of you saying. Glad that you love being here with us. And one more comment from Karen Hughes. He says, hi everyone. What a wonderful day. The sun's coming out and me and my brother are off to see Girls Aloud. Just in case I haven't told you all. Haha. I love this collection. I gave in and bought the floral aperture set yesterday. What am I like? I think you'll have a good time at Girls Aloud. From the pictures I saw of when D. Rob went, she seems to have had a great time. D. Rob went to Girls Aloud on... Was it Monday? No, it wasn't Monday.
Debbie loves...
Tuesday.
Debbie loves a gig, doesn't she?
She loves a gig.
A concert, yeah.
Yeah. She's been to all of them, hasn't she? Blue,
That's
Girls
the only one I
Aloud,
can think of.
Bucks
Harry
Fizz,
Styles. Yeah.
Harry Styles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she loves it. She loves it. As I get older, I want to go to gigs less and less.
Yeah, I want to go somewhere where I can sit.
Yeah, and get out of the car park within like
Yeah.
20 minutes, not like 3 hours at the end. Just getting old.
Yeah.
Anyway, talking about getting old, shall we have a look at some pictures of... Is that... Ah!
Oh, look at that little face.
That's the snuggle bum, apparently. Kirsty D.
That's not how that's not what I thought a snuggle bum was.
No, me neither.
I'd like a snuggle bum.
It's like a cute hedgehog, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't think it looks like a cute little hedgehog?
Actually, it looks like the adipose from Doctor Who.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, do you not remember that episode of Adipose when they had little creatures that were made out of fat and they were they looked really cute like that?
No.
No.
Which doctor was that?
David Tennant.
Oh, right. Yeah, no.
The first episode with Catherine Tate,
Ah.
or after the crossover one.
And this next picture, I've already seen this and liked this on Facebook, but this...
Aw.
No, I don't mean like that. But this is Ruby, who did the craft along with her first ever craft along with Rachel, her mum, and I'm losing track of days, but this was yesterday with Craigle Bagel.
Oh, I like that. I like that collection, actually.
It's really lovely, and that's a great first craft along, Ruby. I absolutely love that, and I love the fact that we've obviously got a few young uns watching us this week, with it being half term in the UK. So yeah, that is amazing. Right, let us get into the final demo with Becky.
Did you forget my name? You're going to call me Debbie?
Yeah, because I was thinking of Debbie.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Sorry, no, because I was thinking of Debbie at the gig, and then I was thinking Craig, and I was like, who am I with again? Becky, you've got one final...
Am I not unforgettable?
No, I'm not digging a hole. You know that my memory is terrible. So I was just taken away for a second there. But yes, let's get back over to Sheena. I mean, Debbie. I mean, Sarah. Oh, no. Becky.
Thanks. Right, we're going to use the stencils. So this one here, you've got balloons and you've got little bubbles. So I'm going to use a bubbles one. And then I thought I would also use these ones as well. So you've got in here a heart, and you've also got a butterfly or butterfly. And we're going to use those to make the next card. So I'm going to be using similar colours to the ones that I've been using all the way along, because I think these colours really work, those sort of fuchsia colours. I'm going to do the background in yellow and a blue. So I'm just going to get some stamping card, and I am going to tape it down onto my mat.
Mm-hmm.
What was your nickname at school?
I didn't really have one. When I was at primary school, they used
In other words, he did. He's too embarrassed to tell us.
I'm not embarrassed to tell you anything. At primary school, it was a short-lived one where they were like, oh yeah, Moseby, that rhymes with nosebleed.
Yeah.
I was like, no, it doesn't. So they called me Nosebleed.
Nosebleed.
Yeah. And then, I went to boarding school from when I was 9, and didn't really have nicknames there. You just got called by your surname the whole time. Was that the same for you? Let's go. Moseby.
Yeah,
That was it.
I was Raymond.
Raymond?
Raymond.
Oh, Raymond.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, because obviously I had a different name
Did you?
when I was young.
Oh. You were
Not
called
Raymond.
Raymond?
Huh?
You were called Raymond?
Yeah, that's right, Raymond. Well, you were known as Barbara, weren't you?
Only on a weekend.
Barbara Moseby.
Barbara Moseby. Well, I thought the reason that you brought that chat up was because you were going to say, oh, I had an amazing nickname. It was
No, I
Poochie or something.
just wondered what your nickname was. No other reason. I don't think I had a nickname at school. Really?
I don't know.
Oh, we were talking about nicknames earlier, but we couldn't remember. There was someone who had a nickname, but we couldn't remember what their nickname was.
Who were? Me and you?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
We were just in the... I cannot remember. It was like a couple of hours ago. So I put some lemon tonic down
Anyway,
this
back to the
side.
crafting. Yeah, back to the crafting.
And I'm going to be using Oasis around this side here. So again, we're just giving this as much ink as we like here, and then I'm going to blend those two colours in. No, I didn't have a Nicola, did you have a nickname when you were at school?
No.
My dad used to call me ugly.
Oh dear.
That used to be his nickname for me.
My dad used to call me Mr. Rabbit because apparently I never stopped talking when I was little. Mr. Rabbit. He'd be like, oh, Rabbit. But I don't think I really talked that much as a kid, to be honest with you. And outside of here, I don't think I talk that much. You know, obviously my job here is to talk, but when I get home, the last thing I want to do is talk. So I get in the door, how was your day? Fine. And that's it. I don't speak again for the rest of the evening.
My friend is known as Bill.
Bill?
His name's Justin, but his dad always called him Bill because he cost him so much money as a child.
Bill. That is brilliant.
That's quite good. You should use that one. There we go. So we've blended those in. So we've got like an ombre effect of the blue moving to the green and to the yellow. And that's going to create, lift that off. You've got that beautiful
Love that.
piece here. Now I have already, in the best possible way, why can't I pick it up? I've already trimmed that and popped that with some black card and also some of that beautiful lilac card to create the background of my card that I'm going to do now. But I also want to do some inking on here to create the butterfly. So I'm going to get... Are you laughing?
Chantel says, I'm rolling around on the floor laughing. Your name was Barbara, wasn't it? No, it wasn't Barbara. Look where you started now. People think I'm going to Turkey to get my teeth done, and now they think my nickname at school was Barbara. Gee whiz. Oh, dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Right, again, taping it down. You can see where I've put my inks before. So I'm going to be using the honey pot in the centre, and then pinks and purples and blues all radiating out to create this here. So again, I'm going to use those water reactive inks. Just put the ink in here, and because we're overlapping those, you're going to get that lovely effect where you've got all those different colours combining together. And I tidied up earlier, which was very remiss of me because now all my things are over on the wrong side of the studio. Silly. I'm really sorry, I'm going to have to cough again.
Oh.
Back out.
Have you just got that since you've got up here? Oh, you haven't?
No, I've had a really, I've had a bad cold all week actually, and it's beginning to go, but it's all sort of in my throat.
Can I just come over to your side of the studio a second? I've had a few people, including Terry, just asking whether or not that stamp is the same size. You know the stamp of the umbrella, is it the same size as the die?
No, I don't think it is.
Oh, just thinking about potentially doing some decoupage.
No, because
it isn't.
it's a different shape.
Oh yeah, just no.
Yeah. It's a no. It's a no from me.
It's a no. It's a no from us as well.
Hello.
Hi. I'll go now.
Are you going?
Want me to do something?
Yeah, do that.
What?
That.
What?
There.
What do you want me to do?
Do that.
No, they do let me help.
Ben,
No,
I'm
people
going
do
to
let
find
me
you.
help.
I'm going to find you a doodle what's it?
I do know what's it.
A doodle what's it? You have that.
Yep.
There, you have that. You look very good in my glasses. Can you see anything
No.
through them? No.
What do you want me to do?
So just a little bit there, but not right at the very end.
What do you mean? What, oh, like in here?
Yeah. Not like that.
Well, oh.
Yeah, like that. Just like that. Oh, and on both sides. I'm not a wind-up.
Oh, we're getting like a nice overlap of colours there, look.
Exactly. Pretty.
I'm good at this. Do you know I did like the last few weeks? Was it last week, Nicola, or was it this week I did it? When I did 3 demos with people on air. That was last week, wasn't it? I did...
That side as well. You can talk and craft at the same time.
Oh, God. Have you not seen
Well, I
my
can't.
Have you not seen my short-lived series on YouTube, Moseby's Makes?
I liked that. That was good. You should
Yeah.
do that again.
Yeah, they canned it. They canned it. I think it might come back soon, though. Oh, watch your head, Ben. Head! Oh, I put a bit too much on there now, but that's fine.
It's never too much. And then we're going to do purple on the very tips.
Okay,
Yeah. Oh, it looks good. I like that.
thank you. I'll do the next bit, or you
Yeah.
do it. No,
No,
you do
no,
it.
you do it.
Okay. Never give up on a good thing.
Yeah, no one knows the next line.
I don't know why I started singing that. Am I just finishing it off now, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it all right if I go over onto here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
Ah, la, da, da, da.
Oh, it looks so pretty.
La, da, da, da. Da, 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 da. No, I just...
We need some like incidental music when this is going, like they used
Like,
to do on Take Heart. Yeah.
You can have the masterclass music,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is the the dance that I do before we go on air. Beautiful.
Have a look. Hey!
Stunning.
Boom!
Excellent. Love that. Really easy, isn't it? Easy, easy, easy. So we've got that butterfly. We'll pop that to one side. Now we have, I've got ink all over me. I've already cut my card and I've already put this piece here, so I want to put that there. And then on this piece here, again, I've put another piece of my purple linen cardstock.
Yeah.
Can't remember what it was called. And when you use this piece here, you will have just enough, not only to do the background piece, but also give yourself a little section as well. So I'm trying to use as much as possible, so you've not got any wastage. So we're going to put this all together, and then we're going to pop that butterfly on the top.
The stencils, by the way, Karen, so the big ones, so not the butterfly, the balloons and the spot ones are 8x8, and then the butterfly and the heart ones are 6x6. And Ruth says, Ben, I was asking if the craft kit umbrella die was the same size as the umbrella die in the Look for Rainbows die set. We don't have that set, unfortunately, so don't know. Oh, Barbara's got her hand up over there. Oh, sorry, I'm Barbara. You all right, Becky?
I just thought maybe I had some, but I don't.
Oh, didn't have it.
Sorry.
Sorry, Ruth.
Yeah, maybe they wrote that song about you. If your name's Barbara, you know that.
Oh, the Barbara.
I love that song.
Barbara.
Rhubarb cake.
Yeah,
Barbara. I love that.
Barbara.
Yeah, abracadabra.
Abacadabra. Have you heard that song? You must have heard that song on Insta. If I've heard it, everyone must have heard it.
You must
It's
have
those
done.
German guys who were rapping about this woman called Barbara who works in a rhubarb
It's a German
tongue twister.
And then it's become really popular as a song on Instagram.
It's very good.
It's funny.
Abacadabra.
Yeah. I was talking to my kids about that, and they were like, yeah, we have different feeds on Instagram and TikTok.
Well, as in like it's not cool?
Yeah.
Oh.
And they were like, what's on yours? And I was like, lots of companies, lots of people that are doing pottery are on my Instagram. I like a bit of pottery.
Are people doing pottery?
I have done pottery in the past. I did pottery A-level. For like
Hence
3
probably,
weeks.
hence probably why you've got pottery on your feed.
Maybe.
Funnily
But
enough.
there was this
Either that
guy-
or you're a big fan of the film Ghost.
Yeah. Well, who isn't?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna say there's a guy, girl, don't know who it is. Young Potter, they're called, and they've made you know those little paper cups you get for what they called for
Like-
sauces. You know, they're little paper cups.
yeah, uh-huh.
They've made those out of pottery, and they made them in different sizes, and they're so cool. They look really good. And I tried to get one, and I was about 10 minutes late going onto the website, and they'd completely sold out. But really, really cool. Right, so I've already fussy cut that out. So I'm going to pop that there on a couple of very small foam pads. And I had somewhere, she says looking, because as everyone knows, I get lost with all my bits and pieces. I did have a little sentiment, but I seem to have mislaid that. So might just have to show you my finished card. But we're going to pop that on here. But these stencils, I mean, you absolutely using those with all of your glitter paste, any other inks that you might happen to have. And these, if you use some fabric paints, you can use these stencils as well on fabric. So don't just think of them as being something you can just use for a paper craft and just using them with the inks that we've got here. You can absolutely use them for other things too. And I think they are a really great collection that you've got here. Like that. Okay.
Thank you for the comments coming through. Lynn says, I never had a nickname, but my son's nickname is Beans and my daughter's nickname is Mossop. And Chantal says, in Australia, nicknames are often sarcastic, e.g. someone who has red hair is called Blue, someone who is always the slowest is called Speedy. Yeah, I get that. And Lisa P says, my brother and I had the last name Funderburg So in school, the PE coach nicknamed us. Brother was called Fundy, and I was Fundy, Fundy Y, and I was Fundy IE on paperwork, but pronounced the same. It sticks to this day. Oh, you thought it was going to be Fundy and Berg? No, it's Fundy and Fundy. I don't really know. I've tried to think of some like funny nicknames that I've heard over the years, but no.
Right, that's what it's going to look like with your sentiment on there. So I've just got I miss me, or I miss you, and then again, miss me. They are that's from Sherlock, and they are the sentiments that are in that kit as well. But makes for quite a brightly coloured card. And again, you're not using any of your papers, so everything else 6x6 paper pad, and you've got those stencils too.
Well, that is blooming marvellous. I think potentially one of the brightest, happiest shows that I've done this month. I've loved it. It's a lovely collection. If you want to get the showstopper, you're going to have to go swiftly because we do not have a lot of stock of that remaining. We have how many left? What's the stock, do you say? So we're approaching 70% of the stock gone. Likely to go, I would have thought, after this show. A few pictures coming in. Rosalind. Oh, Rosalind's got loads of Cabbage Patch dolls.
They're still in the packaging.
I bet these.
That's impressive.
I bet these are going to be worth a bit, aren't they? Cabbage Patch Kids babies. Oh, they come with their own little birth certificates as well. No, because there was
Cabbage. Did they do a cartoon about Cabbage Patch? They must have done, mustn't they? I don't really remember it, but
I think they did.
They must have done something.
They definitely did a Garbage Pail Kids movie. I know they did that in the 80s. Yeah, well, no, they weren't old babies. Because look here, this one's like, is that? Oh, she's an adult, is she? Maybe, with the two little babies. But they were kids, and then obviously had the little babies there. I want to know what all their names are now, because didn't they have like funny?
They had their birth certificate, didn't they?
Yeah, well, that one there's got. But I can't. I mean, I can't. Was that?
Can you not read that?
What does that one say? It looks like lettuce, but I'm sure it's not called lettuce.
That is that's what my brother-in-law wanted to call my niece when she was born, lettuce.
Lettuce?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's like Letitia, says Denise Letitia, isn't it?
The first one we looked at was called Mike, apparently. This certifies that Mike was born in the Cabbage Patch. Okay.
Aww.
That's kind of cute. And we're just looking at the second one just to see if we can get the name of that one. I don't know if anyone's that interested. I want to know. The one in the pink is called Rory Michelle. There you go. Cabbage Patch Kids. Thank you for sending those in, Rosalind. Appreciate that. Becky says, Chantal, you are the first crafter that uses the pokey tool like I do to take the backings off the little foam pads, the stabbing technique.
Yeah, because otherwise I'd be here for hours. You know, you're like, oh, I can't quite get those off.
And Mary Beth Dawes says, beautiful card, Becky. I think we should definitely have more shows where Becky does soft craft, because I absolutely love that. Not soft craft, paper craft. We should do more shows of soft craft, but also paper craft, because I enjoyed that. Good. And more soft craft shows as well.
Yeah, just more shows.
Just more Becky, really.
Yeah.
Get this whilst we've got it. It's going to sell out, and we will be back in 3 hours' time for a Friday cartload extravaganza with Becky's Bargain Busters.
Becky and Ben's Bargain Busters.
They're yours, really.
Are they mine?
I don't need to be added. Let's make it about you.
It's
yours.
all about
It's
me.
about you.
It's all
About you, Becky. There's 4 Bargain Busters, all low stocked. If you want the everyday tags, those ones, remember them? Run, don't walk, because they are going to disappear very swiftly. They might not even make the show. Also on the show, we've got great deals on confetti cutting dies. We've got the Essential Toolkit. Claire, who was watching yesterday, who was asking what tools she should get just out in crafting, the toolkit, the Essential Toolkit you should absolutely get. We've got deals on Gemini 2 plates. We've got the Illusion Film and dies at the best ever price. We've got Simon storage boxes. We've got Tiffany goodies on there. The Faux Snow, is back. Half price deals. I mean, you name it, we've got it. We will look forward to seeing you in a bit, but don't wait for us in 3 hours' time. Get the deals now whilst you can, and we will meet you back here then on this here channel. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Becky. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's been good. I really enjoyed that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like doing a bit of paper.
Yeah. We will see you back here 3 hours time. Until then, grab yourself a bit of lunch, a bit of breakfast, and we'll meet you back for a crazy Friday evening cartload live at 5. Bye for now.